What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan. I'm BMax45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We are not talking about the market analysis for Digimon TCG. We saved that till Friday. We are specifically going to be talking about the signed cards from BT21 and how I feel like this really was a poor decision on Bandai's part, the way they did this. And we're just going to talk about how I feel about the low pull rate cards versus the just the exclusive cards and stuff like that. So more of a discussion video, anyways. And we're going to talk about how they have gone from big huge prices down to nothing, but still kind of a little bit outside the realm of a collectible item for a lot of people. So hey. If you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. All right, to start off with here, we're just going to go through and just look at, we have our low pull rate cards. We have our Omnimon serialized card. That's the new thing. They did the serialized cards last set in BT or 2.5. We had the BT14 War Greymon and the BT15 Metal Garurumon as serialized low pull rate cards. So it kind of made sense that they'd just kind of do an Omnimon as their next one. And he's the big card. He's the $1,500. I think it was $3,000 at release. But $1,500 still pretty good card. If you pull that, that's really good. There's only 300 of them total. Okay, moving on. We have our SP cards. We have our Gaiamon SP, Galacticmon, Medusamon, and Puppetmon. All of which are in the the $150 to $300 range, somewhere in there. Mostly $200 now, but some of them were higher. And then of course Puppetmon, he was up there too, but now he's fallen down quite a bit. He's not as popular. One of the reasons I think is that he doesn't have the Dark Masters trait, but I don't know if the Piedmon or Melcedramon Ace do either. They probably don't either, but I just felt like that was a misstep, is giving them all Liberator traits and not also giving them the Dark Master traits, but whatever, it is what it is. But he's kind of hidden around just above $100 or just under, depending on where you can get him at. Of course, we have the English exclusive, the Thai Secret, which is another one, and that's $115 to $150 basically. So that's not bad. Tamer low pull rates are always going to be probably less than actual Digimon. It's just kind of how it is. But then we get into our signed cards here, and I think we have most of them on this page, if not all of them. We might be missing one. I think we might be missing one. We have the Grace Novamon, War Greymon X-Antibody, Lanamon, Agunimon, Beelzemon Blast Mode, Zephigamon, Titamon. And it's funny because I have a Titamon and a Lanamon. I have not been able to sell them. Now, alternatively, as a collector, I would love to collect these guys, but they're just too much. They started out, they were like $199 for some of them. Some of them were $100. They were just too much to collect and collect a lot of the other stuff in the set. And now they're a lot cheaper, but at the same time, they're not as relevant in the game, and that's what makes it frustrating. Is these cards you'd like them for your collection because they look nice. They're alternate arts, they're foils of some cool cards. Some cards might be relevant, but a lot of them aren't. Like Grace Novamon here is completely irrelevant. It does not get played in the Galaxy deck. The Galaxy deck does not play this card. It plays everything else in its top end. So Grace Novamon right now, because the only reason this is not like a $10 card is because it's a low pull rate. It is a low pull rate card, signed card. I don't care about the signatures. I mean, yes, the artists are great. They do great jobs on cards, and getting to sign their own cards, that's important. I mean, getting to sign their work is important. But I mean, as a player, I just don't care about the signature. I'm all in it for the foil. I'm all in it for the alternate art, the cool art, full art alternate art. Like, they did a great job. Like, War Greymon X-Antibody looks so good. Agunimon looks so good. Beelzemon too. Like, they all look really, really good. And I'm just trying to see if I'm missing a signed card here. I'm just going to jump to page 7 here. Sometimes I think they might have got it fixed, but it's hard to always tell. Yeah, it's usually on the last 2 pages if there is, but I think this is all of them right here. So all of them are right here. 7 makes sense. I think there's 7. So what I'm getting at is I feel like Bandai should be putting this stuff as a box topper or as something in the set. Like back in the day, we got promos in the set replacing our rares. We got a couple of them per set. We got a lot of them. The one set when we got those promos, like the War Greymon, all the adventure trait level 6 Digimon as promos, we got like 6 in a box. Every box had like 6 of them. So you got 6 rares were replaced by that. It's not always the great thing because that's hard to get some rares, but I mean, like, at least we got those cards easily. Or it was a box topper. And I know we got multiple box toppers in this set, but I mean, one was just LM cards. More LM cards that we should have got at an earlier date, basically, that they had not given a chance to get us. You got the same LM cards in every set, plus one alternate of 4 different cards. The only difference it really made in that is that it made Analog Youth more accessible for people, especially a nice alternate version. And now that card's price is plummeted, especially since they did the same card for the event pack. So they made their event pack worse by doing that. I'm not going to complain about that. I'm just saying it made the event pack worse. It made it worse for people who go to tournaments and sell cards because now their Analog Youth ain't worth jack. And even if they do get it and try and sell it, people are like, well, I'd rather just buy the $10 one that's now as a box topper. It'll eventually go back up because it's Analog Youth until it gets hit. It's probably just going to go back up once the supply runs dry. You just see a spike. But for right now, Analog Youth has an alternate art that is super cheap and super nice. So things like that. I mean, you got the other cards from the set. Gallantmon was pretty good. Patamon's pretty cheap. And so is Gallantmon, really. I'd say, especially with the new promo, Gallantmon is kind of there to eclipse BT13 Gallant. So that doesn't help either. So that created, more of a price drop. But I mean, the best card is by far the Angelwoman. Ace is by far the best card from that pack. And you only have 1 in 4 chance to pull it. So it's like... And then you get the other alts, which are the new promo cards, and of course some of them are, the new Gallantmon. It's sitting at $20. Like I said, where's the other promos sitting on this list here? On page 2, you'll probably see most of them like under $10. Well, there you go, $10. Analog Youth, $12. I said the Angelwoman was probably one of the best ones, but I was incorrect because it's under $10. It's under Analog Youth. The Gallantmon is $6 for that secret, alternate secret. Then you have the War Grey is actually more than those cards. The promo War Grey, which I honestly thought was going to be a lot cheaper, but still it's around $10, just over $10. But everything else is under $10. Like look, there you got Mastimon promo, Gaiamon promo under $8, and then you go down further. Darugamon's $1 or $2. Emperor Grey is $4. Patamon is $2. Like all that stuff's worth nothing. So really, you get these box toppers, and not a lot of the stuff maintains a lot of value. And I mean, you don't even get like the baby egg box toppers anymore, or the Tabor box toppers, because every tamer in this set was an alternate art. Which, but like I just feel like the quality of the box toppers are just not as good. Like, used to get so much more. Like, this would have been a cool pack as a box topper. Or, like I said, if you would have put the cards in the set, but not as low pull rate. Like, maybe you got, like, 3 or 4 per box of these. Or even 2 per box, kind of like the low pull rate foil cards from EX sets. But they're still not crazily priced because, if you can get 2 per box and there's only 7 cards, you're going to get a bunch of them. Because now you're making it so that these cards are more accessible for players. Because even though, the thing is they're not good. Because as a low pull rate, you want to be able to make a couple $100. You can't do that anymore. That ship has sailed. This stuff is cheap. It is going down. It probably will go down more. Not much more than this, but it's still at the point where, do I want to shell out $200 for a playset of signed Grace Novamons? And that's if I get lucky and can get them for $50. No, because nobody plays it. Do I want to shell out $200 to $240 for War Greymons, X-Antibodies? Maybe a little bit more than Grace Novamon, but again, deck's not seeing a lot of play. It's not seeing competitive meta. Probably not, because there's already a really, really nice alt out there. Do I want to shell out the same amount for Lanamon? No, I'd really like this because it's the only way I can get a low pull rate or a alternate art, full art, like foil version of this. Same with this. But do I want to shell out that money? Well, this card might actually be good for Red Hybrid, but at the same time, is it getting played a lot? Well, it's getting played 2 or 3 copies. Well, yeah, I guess I could pick up 2 or 3 copies. But it's just one of those things like, you know, like if these cards were half the price of what they were, right now, it wouldn't be a problem. So it's either they're high enough to sell to make it worth, you know, pulling boxes, just like the SP ones, or they're not worth enough to sell, but they're still not worth enough, they're not low enough to collect. Zephygamon EX7 has a really good alternate art. Like if we look at the prices of the alternate arts of those cards, we'd probably see a lot of them are quite a bit lower. Nowadays, maybe some of them are older because they're older cards. Titamon hasn't seen play since BT6. Like the card after BT6, BT7, it was done. It was a really great card back in the day. I mean, that one's the only one, but still, at $20, like, do I want to pay $20 for Titamons or $30? No, I want to pay like $5 for this. Like, it's just not worth selling. It's really unfortunate, really sad. Like we look back here, we'll look at some of these cards here. Titamon. Let's see. That's the alternate art, $1.25. It's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice alt. I have it. It's a pretty nice alt. I get a signature on this one. That makes it worth $20 more. I don't feel like that does make it worth $20 more. The low pull rate of it doesn't make it worth, you know, that in my mind. Let's see, Grace. And Grace Nova's got 2, is a secret, so it's got 2 nice foils. Nova. So yeah, you got the original, you know, which is you got the alternate art, and you got the new one. Got the close-up face mugshot one, so it is pretty nice. But $5, which is where that kind of should be. Or X. Amazing alt. $7. Let's go BLZ Mon Blast. This one's gonna have a few more hits. So the original $6, $2 and $6, and that is also an amazing alt. Yeah, it's just sad, Like, you know, they're not good enough. You know, and what's the other one? Grace Novamon. I think I might have to go back and see which one I'd missed. World Convergence. Yeah, I mean, of course these don't have, so we can't look up that stuff. But still, I mean, a Zephygamon was the other one. Zephygamon, $10 for the alternate art. Just a fraction of the price. They're just as nice. Like, this should have been accessible to everyone, honestly. You know, at a higher rate. Because it just shows you that they don't care about the customer. They really don't. Like, Bandai doesn't care. They're not trying to do something to interest us in the game, because if they were, they would be giving us a lot more free stuff. Starter decks used to have packs in them. You know, yes, they have the scrambles, but it's like they're just alternate art cards, and the fact is that they did them differently, so you had to buy 4 of each deck Not so that you could get, I could get all these new cards. They did different versions in the one starter deck to the other one because now you have to buy 4 starter decks instead of 2. If you buy 2 of each, you have enough cards for each, and you have a playset of all those extra cards like you used to in the old, when they did the same cards in the same decks. Now that they're doing this whole, we're just going to make it special to each deck, you're having to buy double the amount of decks. You're not getting anything extra, or really. The value is not there. There's not a chance. Like, this was a set that they were saying, you're getting adventure support in. Why wouldn't you put a BT21 booster pack in there as well? Give us some value for this stuff, because it's more expensive than it was. It's more expensive than it was when they were putting packs in it. And then you have things like this, with the prices of the low pull rates like this. It's fine, guys. Have your low pull rates. Have your SP cards. Have your English exclusives. That's fine. Good way to make people have your serialized cards. That's fine. Most of this stuff you can get as a really nice alt anyways for, there we go, Digimon, $35 instead of the $184. You have options. You can get a secret for even less than that. Same with Medusumon, Galactimon. You can get them all as alts or regular supers. So, it's not a big thing, but it's just like the sign stuff is really disappointing because it was something that was cool enough to be intriguing, but at the same time they just put it just too far out of your reach, right? They didn't give you that extra oomph to want to go out and get stuff. And some players are like that. But as a collector, I collect a lot of stuff here, and it just, I don't want to have to spend $200 on a playset of something that is not super relevant in the meta. It's not, and it's generally overpriced, right? Like, it's overpriced, but at the same time, I don't really want to sell these if I can't make any money on them. I can make $50, probably less than that, because people would be like, give it to me for 30. But I still think these should be like half the price that they are. These should be, all of these should be under, you could probably have this one at 20, but this, and this should be under 15, closer, some of it, like you said, it's really sad, that's got to this point. And, I wish that they would, think about the player base a little bit more. These would have been really cool things to have if they really want us to enjoy BT21, if it was stuff that we could easily pick up play sets of. Now, they did make these less low pull rate than the other cards, because I did get 2 for 8 boxes, but still, that's not a lot. 2 for 8 boxes, and it's not. I don't know what you guys think. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. This is just what I feel about this, and I feel like this was a missed opportunity to give the players more for their money. Boxes are going up. We're getting tariffed in Canada, and then we're having this crap on top of that. And I know that doesn't affect America, whatever, but still, it does affect us, and it just makes this game make a little less worthwhile. It makes people, want to be like, okay, well, I'm done with this. I'm not going to be putting so much effort into a company that just doesn't, want me to enjoy the game. And this was a really good set. I feel like this moved the needle in terms of health of the game, but I feel like this kind of stuff, they just need to stop doing. Give us some promotional material, give us some alternate arts. They're not giving us a lot of alternate arts anymore like they used to. The tournament packs used to be all alternate arts. Now it's just winner pack cards that are the same as the regular cards. So it's like, here, we'll give you a full plain version, or we'll give you a foil version. Before, the regular tournament pack cards would be foil anyways. So they give you a foil version, and then they'd give you a chance to get a foil alternate art of a certain card as the winner pack. But they're not doing that. They're doing the basic amount of stuff. They're getting so basic with their pricing, it's not funny. And then they're doing stuff like this. They're like, hey, well, let's put this in as a low pull rate. Well, maybe people would have loved to get these hands on these cards, but now you've kind of taken that away from them, because it's just, not worth it to spend $200 on a card where you can get it as an alt for $5 right now. So I really feel like this was a missed opportunity to give people what they deserve as, you know, fans of the game. I feel like they could have made this like into a pack and put it as a box topper, or done something else in the set other than what they did. But tell me what you guys think. That's my little rant there. But tell me what you guys think about all this, and if you agree with me, or if you you like more of these cards in the set, because that way you can make more profit off of your boxes to pay for what you really want. But looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. We hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.